Hi everyone, it's Emma from Emma K Plans and welcome back to another video. Today's video is a little different but kind of the same. It is a plan with me, but it is in my memory or rewind planner, whatever you want to call it. My A5 wide, which I don't normally film in. So this is kind of a test video to see how it goes, to see how I found it, to see how you guys like it, and then we can go from there. So I am using this beautiful kit from Glam Planner. It was the, I don't know which month, maybe October, I want to say, mystery kit, but it is the art is from Silly Studio, and you'll know she's my favorite. When those two get together, like, it's just the best art. So I'm obsessed. I ended up using, well, the reason I chose this kit is because I had enough of summer kits, to be honest. I had a summer kit picked out and I just went to use it and I was like, I just don't even like this anymore. I just don't want to use it. Even though I've only used like 2 summer kits this whole year, but I just really was not vibing. So I went through my collection and just was like, what can I use this week that would work? And I pulled this kit out purely because of the colours. I thought it's still summery colours, like there's like a burnt orange, pink, lighter orange and blue, and they're just really fun, bright colours. So I just thought, why not? Like, I'm not doing anything this week. I was meant to be going away, but that got cancelled, so why not use this kit? And then it was funny because it ended up that my brother came over and we had a games night, so it kind of worked out. But that definitely wasn't the reason that I chose this kit. It was absolutely because of the colours. And I'm so glad I did. Like, I'm just looking at the finished spread, which obviously you'll see at the end of the video, and it's just amazing. Like, I love it. So I thought I'd do things a little bit, I guess a little bit differently, because I've never done this before. But what I'm going to do is talk about the base a little bit as I do it, and then I'm just going to go through day by day, which probably won't match the video because I filmed it in 2 parts. Like, I filmed each day separately where I put down the boxes and then I went back and filmed like the character stickers and filling it in. So it's probably not going to match, but I'm going to go about it that way and we'll see how it turns out. So first things first, I put down this beautiful bottom washi. So Elle's like bottom washi, how she does the glitter strip, the smaller strip, and then the bigger strip is absolutely my favorite. I don't think that since she switched to this format, I don't think that I've found washi that I didn't want to use. Quite often in kits, I find that I just don't like the bottom washi, and I'll substitute it with a 15mm strip and some Simply Gilded or something like that. But since Elle has switched to this format, I genuinely can't think of a week that I didn't like her washi. Like, it's so beautiful. Like, I love it. And then the kit also came with, you probably saw in the flip through, which I did, of the foil. One of the extras was bottom washi overlay. And it wasn't like sometimes Elle's bottom washi or overlays in general like fit the pattern of the vibes. Like, fit the pattern of the kit, of like the art underneath. You know what I mean if you've shot with a Glam Planner before. But this time it was just all over glitter, and I don't know, I really liked it this time. I just like having glitter on my bottom washi. It's fun. So you probably just saw me just then like fiddling around with the boxes. So that took me a long time to work out the box. I don't know why, I just couldn't get it right. I think it's because I used the double box in this kit, so the big double box, and then another like 2 boxes to make a double box. So I was kind of just like, I don't know where to put my boxes. Even though I've done this plenty of times before, I was just having a little moment. So I ended up working it out. We got there in the end, but that's what I was doing kind of backward and forward. So there's like the 2 boxes that make a double box, and then you'll see how I use double boxes in a minute. I put down my bougie boxes, which I've been doing every week this year. Like, I knew it was going to happen. I knew as soon as I started it was going to be a thing, but here we are. The only issue is, like, for example, I put in an order every like quarter. Like, I plan out all my kits in advance and I'll order bougie boxes to match. Like, I don't just order them willy-nilly. But this one got stuck in the Texas storm, so I'm not going to have them in time to do my plan with me next week, which is fine because I'm actually away anyway. But yeah, that's, I guess, my only issue with bougie boxes is quite often I'm not prepared. Like, I'll do them a quarter ahead, and then that end of that quarter comes quicker than I'm ready for. So I kind of have to rush an order, and then it's not that easy. It's just rushing an order and getting it sent to me, because I get it sent to my US box, and then I have to have, you know, enough money to send it, because often it costs $150, $200. So it's not just like a, well, yeah. Anyway, it's a long story, but they're working really well for me. I just am not that prepared. You can see my sidebar there. So I just used the beautiful tall box. Actually, is stunning, but Soleil Studios girls are always stunning, so no surprises. And then 2 of the other boxes. And then you can see in the bottom right corner how I use the double box. So if this is where I always put the double box if I use one. Sometimes I will put a double box extender underneath so I can write underneath the double box, obviously. But this time I decided not to, because I wanted to save the extras of this kit and use it again in my other planner. And if I did a double box extender, normally I put 2 more boxes underneath, and then I would have used too many boxes. So I'd much rather have done it this way, and then I have many more boxes to use. I think I've got like 6 boxes to use in a main spread. In another spread. So that's why I did it that way. You can see the beautiful overlay box on the girl there. So that one was like designed for that box, and so was the double box, which you can see, like, just beautiful. Also, I didn't realize that the camera cuts off the bottom washi, like the bottom of the page. So I apologize if that's a little frustrating. Yeah, I just didn't realize, I guess. So then I cut up the, what do you call them? Heart checklist. This is to mark work. So I do 2 hearts to mark like my main job. So because I work like 9 to 5, like a long day. And then I'll use the 1 heart to mark a shorter shift, so at my part-time job. So this week I actually worked 4 days at my main job, and then I worked 2 days at my other job. So I've got 6 work days, I guess. But I didn't know I was working the second, so I ended up working Thursday night as well. So I put that in like as we went on Thursday, because I didn't know, like it wasn't a pre-organized thing. So, and then I was just using up some work scripts from Planner Choco. I love these scripts. I use them like crazy. I probably will, need to do another order soon, because as I said, I literally use them all the time. And I don't have too many, like a lot of sheets are like down to 1 or 2 left. So then I'm just doing the deco, which was actually good deco. It was like really well sized. I know some people find that Elle doesn't have enough deco in her kits, but I often find it's the perfect amount. But I just don't like putting heaps of deco up there because it looks cluttered. So I enjoy Elle's deco, and the boxes and the dots as well just kind of add a little bit of colour up there. So that is cute. Then you see I put in the weekend banner because there's a little gap between the double box. So I like to line the double box up with the bottom of the washi and then kind of like put it up. But there was a little gap between that and where the glitter headers were supposed to go. So I normally this is a trick that I do. I put a weekend banner to kind of cover that little section. And thankfully Elle's weekend banners are like quite big, so it covers it. You can't, honestly, if I didn't tell you that there was a gap there, you probably wouldn't notice. The Scribble Prints Co. weekend banners that come in the kit are also great for that, because they are like solid backing. It doesn't work so well when I use a clear paper one, because you can just obviously see straight through it. So I like to use the ones that come in the kit for that reason. Then I'm just using some hollow, did I even say I'm using hollow in this kit? I don't know that I did, but the overlays that you got in the kit were hollow. So obviously I pulled in hollow. I was happy to use that. I think it looks great. I don't know what other color I'd use because there's so many colors going on. But I just pulled in some old hollow headers that I had and decided to use those. And Like, how's the wiggle? I'm obsessed with it. Here's a couple of boxes that I put down, a couple of things that I knew in advance that were happening. So I popped those in, and then we are going to jump into the day by day. So as I said, I'm just going to kind of read through and talk about my week, and hopefully that is interesting. Apologies in advance if my nails change, because I took my nails off in the meantime between filming all this, so that's why I had pretty nails when I laid it down, and now I have no nails, so my bad. But anyway, also, I'm not really sure what's going on with my camera. I'm having a bit of issues with the quality, so I know it's not as good as it has been in the past, so sorry, but I didn't know until after I filmed it and uploaded it that it looked like this, so we're just going to roll with it, and I'm going to try and fix it in the future. So, moving into the day by day, which I've said I'm going to do 400 times, and now I'm here. First things first, work is always at the top of my day, even though it might not necessarily be. So, for example, I got petrol before I went to work, but I always put in work first. So, I just used a custom script from Monique Plans in Hollow, and a petrol Bowser icon or gas pump if you're in America, icon from Stella Bow Sticker Co. to mark that on a fancy label. And then I don't know what these boxes are called, maybe squared quarter boxes maybe. I used a Once More With Love, like crawling, drooling, sleeping munchkin to mark bored AF. I don't really have any bored stickers. Normally I end up marking it with either like anger, because when I'm bored I just get angry, like I hate life, or tired, because I'm just like, ugh, gross. So I used tired this time, and it's just because it's so boring at work at the moment, which would show because we watched on Netflix I Am a Killer. So we have a TV at work, which we're very thankful for, and I use that to mark. We didn't use the TV. I used a TV icon and a Netflix script from Planner Choco to mark watching I Am a Killer. I just love Planner Choco's scripts. I just think they're the perfect size. They're understated. I buy all my scripts in black now because it's just so much easier, and I just love them. Then moving on, I use a patterned quarter box to mark that, this pattern's my favorite. Then I used a square quarter box to mark Kitchen Nightmares. That's what Troy and I have been watching a lot. Previously, I wasn't really into it. I really enjoyed Hotel Hell, but there's only one season of that. So, and I don't know, I just was like, I don't want to watch Kitchen Nightmares. Like, he just yells at people, and I'm there. I'm addicted. I'm obsessed with it, and I love the US version because it's so much more dramatic, and Troy likes the UK version because it's more about the food and, you know, people actually care and whatever, whereas America, it's just like assholes yelling at each other, so we love it. So anyway, that's what I did, and then I used a piece of patterned bottom washi to mark going to bed early, and just the bed from bed script and the bed from the kit. That was Monday. Tuesday was another boring day at work, so I again just marked work the same way. And the first thing I had in there is, so I'd lost my bank card and my license for a couple of weeks, and I really needed them because I was meant to go to Queensland. I was meant to go away on a holiday this week and hire a car. I was like, how am I going to hire a car if I can't find my driver's license? So I was really stressed about it, and anyway, that trip ended up getting cancelled, but I was still really pissed off about it. And then randomly I decided to check one of my bags, and I freaking found them in there. So I was pissed off that they were in there, but I was very happy that I finally found them because it had been a long time that I was missing them. So I was happy. And I used a little fox and cactus, like face happy, girl to mark that. Then again, it was so boring at work. I was just doing I sound like a child, but I have like one of those adult colouring books. And I was just doing that at work. So I took in my book and my pencils, and I just needed something to, do because I was so bored. So I was doing that, and I used a little artist painter what do you call it? Emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. Then I marked that we had an Uber Eats fail. So essentially we just tried to order lunch at work, and it kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. And then we called the restaurant and they were like, no, we never received the order. You should cancel it. So we cancelled it and ordered it again. And the same thing, it just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. And it got to like 4 p.m. and we're like, well, we leave in an hour and it's dinner time, so forget it. So I just used a, what is it called? Munchkin from Once More With Love, because that's how I felt. I was just like, why? Like, I just want to eat. And then we watched I Am a Killer again, so I used the Netflix script and a little thing. Then I used a custom script from Planner Choco and a piece of patterned washi to mark that I played Black Ops Cold War, and I just had my little controller emoji. Then I watched Netflix. I wrote Dream Home. It's called something longer than that, but it's about that couple in Utah who renovates these ridiculously rich houses. And I love watching it. 1, because I love Utah and I love the scenery. 2, I love her. And 3, I love watching design shows. So I've been watching that a bit kind of before bed. So that's what that is. Wednesday is my day off from my main job. So I slept in, which I don't normally do. But I mean, in saying that, sleeping in is like 8 a.m. So slept in, and then I meal prepped, so I just used a meal prep script from Planner Choco again. I think all of my scripts are from her this week, except the hollow ones from Monique, so I don't need to say it all the time, I guess. So I filmed, edited, and did a voiceover. I planned, and I used a planning sticker from Happy Dyer. I worked at my second job, and then I was just in my feelings because I'm not really gonna go into it, but just work shit. There's a lot of instability in my industry at the moment. Travel, obviously, because no one can travel anywhere. And then I have my second job at a fucking supermarket, which is supposed to just be, you can count on that because you can't close a supermarket. And there was just drama there, and I was just frustrated. I'm like, I just don't need drama when I come here. I already have drama at my other work, so yeah, that's what it was. Thursday, again, back to work. It was the Spc Mystery Reveal, which I always like. I need to know immediately. Like, spoil everything. I don't care. So I watched that, and I actually really, really like this month's kit. Like, I'm really excited to get it. It's beautiful. Then it's just, I've used a fox and cactus. This was the last one on the sheet, and I really wanted to use it up. It's like putting the rude finger up. It's massive, but as I said, I just needed to use it up. And it's just something to do with work. Like, just essentially we're waiting to hear past March, like how many staff we're going to have in the office. And we got our first indication, and it's just nowhere, not even close enough. Like, it means people are going to be working on their own. And like, I work in a customer facing office, so you can't have someone working on their own. But we don't have enough staff to cover all the days of the week. So it's just, we were so frustrated about that. Then we were just watching the 2020 on the TV, because again, there's nothing else to do. And then the Queensland-Victoria border opened, because we have no cases again. So my brother and I rebooked our holiday, which I was supposed to leave on that day, to next week. So I'm actually going, today's Monday, like the next Monday, and I'm actually going in 2 days on Wednesday. So I think like a last minute holiday. And y'all know I'm from Australia. We have COVID well under control, so we're allowed to travel. And we're actually encouraged to keep, the local economy going. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not irresponsible. Please don't judge me. Then I went to work, so I got called into my second job, which I thought, perfect, I'll make some money to take away with me. And then we watched our esports team was playing that day, so we watched the replay of the games. Then on Friday, again, I worked. Wow, surprising. It was 1 month till the wedding, which is a little scary because now's the time when, if you didn't know, the wedding got cancelled 2 weeks before last year, so I'm kind of starting to get a little bit nervous because just like what ifs and stuff. So it's 1 month to go, so we'll see how that pans out. It was payday. It was Friday sips, so we had a little cheese board and got some Gordon's gin. I don't know if you have that in the States. I don't think you do, but it's life-changing. It's pink gin, and it's the best thing ever. And then, as I mentioned before, my brother came over and we had a game night, just with my custom script there and a happy Daya. She's like holding playing cards, which we didn't actually play playing cards. Normally we do play playing cards, I don't know, you know what I mean. But this time we didn't. We played like Trivial Pursuit and a couple of games on the Switch, which was fun. Then onto the weekend, I marked sleeping in again with the script from Monique. And then Troy and I went out for breakfast at our favourite chain restaurant, which is the Coffee Club in Australia. We went to Kmart, surprise, surprise, and I bought stuff. We bought a rug to go under our couch and coffee table, and we bought a few other little bits and pieces. On the way home, we visited Mum and Dad just to say hi. They're like painting their house just to kind of see how it's all going. Then I had a nap. I've been struggling with some health stuff, and it's just, I have no energy. I'm having lots of tests to try and work out what it is, but it's ridiculous. I feel like I'm just in a fog all the time. It's like that when you're drunk and you just want to go to bed, like you get real tired. It's like that, but without the drunkenness. So I'm just exhausted. So I literally was too tired from the morning's activities that I had to sleep. And if you know me, you know I don't nap. I'm up early, I'm up all day, and then I go to bed. So it's just not me, and I really hate it anyway. And then I planned and filmed the next week, which is my base of my trip away. So that's all done. Sunday, again, I slept in. We then got a HelloFresh box, which comes every Sunday. My nan and pop came over so we could do some gardening. We went to Bunnings, of course, because when you garden, you always think of things you need and you have to go to Bunnings to get them. And then I put up fence. Like, we have a fence. I just couldn't fit in. We bought these fence, like, panels to go on and decorate the fence. But I couldn't really fit that in, so I just had to write put up fence, even though we have a fence. So anyway, then we just relaxed. Again, I had the energy just taken out of me, so I was just not well. So I was just relaxing on the couch and stuff. And then I filmed and edited the base. So I did Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like putting the stickers down. And then I did all the character stickers and filled in the kit yesterday. And then I edited it so it was ready to do the voiceover this morning. I'm actually filming it literally before I go to work. It's like 7 a.m. Because I didn't have another chance to do it before I go away. That is the week in full. On my sidebar, I marked we're going to Queensland, which I've marked before if you've seen my spreads, but hopefully it happens this time. And then 4 weeks to the wedding, because obviously with February, it's a nice even month. It's 4 weeks on Friday. Oh, it was 4 weeks on Friday till the wedding, which is, again, as I said, a little scary because we're approaching the territory where it got cancelled last year, and I'm just not emotionally ready for that. But yeah, anyway, that's it. That's it for the spread. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this format. I know I say this every video, but I would like your feedback. Please let me know if it's something, like, this takes a lot of effort to film because I literally have to film every day. But if it's something that you enjoy, I will do it. I don't know if I'll be able to do next week because I am away, but going forward, I will do it if you guys enjoy it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.